More on my Javron Supercub build. I'm about to turn in for the night. I came out touching up a few things. We got the wings going together. Got the fuselage back in. Going to get ready to start back on it. But I'm gonna, like I said before, I'm gonna get my wings pretty well off, finished out while they're down here on sawhorses, as far as my lights and everything, and putting the color flaps and everything on down here at level. What I did tonight, I'm gonna start telling everybody what I've done as far as weight savings. The tank covers that come with a Javron kit, and you're gonna hear me say this a lot. The stuff is just might near perfect. I mean, these are the tank covers that Jay sells. They're already drilled. They're all done on a CNC machine. Everything is fits just perfect, and there's no reason at all not to use those. But I had toyed with the idea of doing like a Citabria, going ahead, putting all the riv nuts and every place in, but when I covered it, just cover it like a Citabria and cover it, and I would just do away with that much weight. If there happens to be a tank leak, AirTech's not that big a deal to cut back and repair, or if I'd sold the planes, they would get a set of wing tanks ready to go. All they would have to do is cut the fabric out, fix their tank, remove it, and bolt, and they'd have all the stuff to just bolt the tank lid on at that point. But I just talked myself out of it, but I'm wanting to save weight, and what I did was get with Carbon Concepts in Alaska, Randy Applin, and he has a lot of parts already molded. I've molded a lot of parts myself, but you know, there's a lot of work in that, and what I've found that if someone else has done the work, let's support them in the business and just go ahead and get the parts from them. I think these parts he does, if I'm not mistaken, most time you just paint them, but my color scheme of the plane is going to have some carbon striping in different places, so I thought it would just match good to clear coat these. There's one or two little slight gel coat runs, but you don't even see it. What I did was scuff these up to accept the clear coat. They look bad right now, but a little trick you can do on anything is you wet it a little bit, and that's what your clear coat's gonna look like. And I think they're gonna look excellent. I mean, he does really good work. These little covers here, he had sent me a set for the large tank, and I was going for as much weight savings, and I'm used to having an 18-gallon tank, so that's what I put in them. And it's a long way from Arkansas to Alaska, and have him re-gear something. So I built these little cover plates because the neck was about a ½ inch or inch off, so I had to elongate it, and I just built the little covers there to offset to cover that up. But he does a really nice tank cover. He's got the reinforcements in place, you know, because carbon is light, but it can get flimsy, but he's got them reinforced in just the right spot. And when you look at the way he's done the gel coat and doubled up fabric in areas, they're really a nice addition. And you know, naturally you do a little trim work and stuff when you get them to fit, but I've decided to clear coat, so I came out and I scuffed these, getting ready to put a good clear coat that has basically a light barrier, or some type of a light barrier, or you know, I don't really know on the clears. I know there is a level of UV resistance, but putting a good one in that's going to cover that. And I'm going to start doing this. I've got it everything in books. I transferred it over to here. I like to really keep check on, now I do have it wrote down what the difference in that 25-gallon and that 18-gallon tank is. But I took a set of stock 8P18 cover. I weighed them. This Javron cover, I weighed it, that's in grams, and that's what a carbon weighs. So there's ×2, you know, there's your savings right there over, and I'm just looking at going over stock because I'm comparing what this airplane will weigh, 180 horse style or 0360 based engine compared to a 0360 based PA18 that you really kind of have your hands tied on some of the weight savings. So kind of not really going from here, but kind of cheating and saying over the stock wing tank covers, there's this much savings, ×2 covers, divide your grams down to get your ounces, that many ounces. So for both sets of wing tank covers, I've saved 62.5 ounces or 3.9 pounds. So there's one deal right there that's a 3.9 pound savings on just putting a different wing tank cover on. I'm fixing to shut it down for the night. Thank you.